I want to talk to you about violence in the world today, that we are experiencing violence in our own backyard. What I'm talking about is in the prisons, the things that happens in the prisons and no one is doing anything about it. My fiance, Tremaine Vernon Jones, at Gus Harrison Correctional Facility, his number is 412981, in Adrian, Michigan, who was transferred from Macomb Correctional Facility. My fiance, who is a disabled veteran, who is partly blind in the left eye and deaf in his left ear, and have seizures. He was left on the floor at one of the other correctional facility for about an hour and a half after having a seizure. After recuperating from the seizure, he wrote grievance on the people that left him on the floor. He was moved to Gus Harrison. My fiance was moved from correctional facility Macomb to Gus Harrison out of retaliation. In August 2012, out of retaliation, they they moved him there. I talked to some people about the situation, and the only reason why he was moved to Gus Harrison Correctional Facility is because of the grievance and litigations that he have written toward these people in court. A. Russ Nelson, resident unit manager, makes threats on my fiance life, telling him that he can make him disappear and no one will do anything about it. Ron B. Everest, Deputy Warden Lee McRoberts, one of the other prison officers, are clearly aware of my fiance current litigations in courts and grievance against these people. My fiance have constantly been denied access to his legal material. A. Russ Nelson, resident unit manager, and Ron B. Everest and Deputy Warden Lee McRobert continue and deliberately acts toward aggression toward my fiance. He has feared for his life. I have contacted Mr. Daniel Haynes, forgive me, in Lansing to have my fiance moved in August. When I talked to Mr. Daniel about the situation, he said all the prisons are the same. So I responded to him about you're saying that all the prisons are corrupt. No response. So now I go to Jackson and try to get some help from people in that area, to no avail. Nothing happened on that part as well. I'm making faces, girl. Let me see. On Monday, February the 2nd, no, excuse me, on Monday, February the 11th, 2013, I went up to visit my fiance, and I was told that visiting time was from 2:30 to 9 p.m. And this was changed last year. I'm still on the schedule that they had before. No one told me anything because they don't contact you, whether any of your family have seizures or sick or anything. I have durable power of attorney over my fiance. This was written up back in 2012, and the judges Quest and Judge Carmen names are on this power of attorney. Every time I bring this up about having durable power of attorney to make sure that my fiance is getting the right medication and he's not being stressed out, to no avail. No one answers, no one says anything. I want to get my fiance out of this correctional facility because he's being harassed every day. This has got to stop. Now, if you had your mother, father, brother, sister that was in a correctional facility, you would do everything in your power to try to get help for them. And in saying that, the things that's been going on in these facilities has got to stop. The abuse, the neglect, the ongoing taunting and aggravating a person to try to make them retaliate against you so you have just cause to inflict bodily harm on them is not acceptable, and it's not going to be tolerated. These kind of people need to be set down and talked to, each and every one of them. There's no reason for anyone to take this type of legal action against anyone to try to retaliate against them because of them writing grievance and lawsuits on these people and the litigation that he has in the courts for this situation. Now, my fiance is in his cell for 30 days. He cannot write me. I cannot write him. When I send him mail, he don't get it. I have to send stuff certified. Even then, he doesn't get his mail, and I don't get anything back from him. They have restricted him from calling me for a whole year. They have made up all kinds of things so they can keep him from communicating with me and his family. And to no avail. Something has to be done today about this situation. And I hope that somebody out there sees this and come in and help. Thank you.